I tried to take one tiny little plastic fruit and thought I could make earrings out of it once. And they said, drop that.
Oh, no. The girls, they obviously stole it.
And I was like, you can see the Dollarama sticker. Like, this is not breaking the bank.
They were like, Crave bought these and they are ours.
And drop it.
Drop it. And then Priyanka walks in.
And asks, what's her
my
name?
name?
And she will never, ever stop. You had a reputation in Toronto being a strong performer, just like you had a presence. And so when it was announced, I was just elated because I wanted to see you kill it. And I was like, that's my top 3. I literally poked Vincent and I was like, I kind of know her. She's like really great. She's going to go like really far. Oops. I'm not like the other girls.
Can I tell you, it took me a full 24 hours to understand that joke. I'm not like utter queens. And it was a full day later. We were getting ready for the runway and I went, oh my God, utter like a cow.
Did you think she had like a little like
I thought she said, I'm not like other queens.
Like you thought she had maybe like a little like speech moment, like a blub?
No, I heard other. And every single one of the girls was like, you're a fucking idiot, girl. It was utter, like, because she was a cow. I was like, oh my God. I'm not like utter queens. Got it?
I can't believe that took you a day.
It took me a full day.
Took me a millisecond.
Yeah, it did not take me a minute. It took me a full day.
So everyone laughs and you're just like,
me and my wings. When I did my photo shoot, I am trash, right? Like I don't know how to listen to rules.
Right.
So the first thing that happened was when I walked into the photo shoot, they said, okay, Juice, you're going to hit your mark. Then you're going to go do the photo shoot. And then you're going to go back to your mark, thank them and leave. So what did I do? I walked right past my mark and went to like shake their hands. And Brooklyn, being the lovely auntie she is, goes, Juice, no.
Go to your mark.
Go to your mark. And I went, oh, sorry. And I like scurry back over to my mark. I do the photo shoot. And then I like go down. And instead of going to my mark again, I walked right over to the judges again to thank them. I wanted to shake their hands. So I go over and Brooke goes, Juice, no. Go back to your mark.
Oh my God.
For me, I remember how to sew. Like I know how to sew, but I forgot how to do the bobbin in the bottom. I forgot how to set that one up.
So you don't know how to sew?
Shut up. I know how to set up a sewing machine.
That is like saying, I know how to drive. I just don't know how to change it from drive to park.
I disagree.
Because you don't know how to sew. If she knew how to sew, she would know how rudimentary the steps she's saying is. But carry on, my dear. This is actually very fun for me. Continue.
Because you don't know how to sew.
Because you don't know how to sew.
Because you don't know how to sew.
It would be like me talking about CrossFit being like, oh, that's not a big deal. And you fuming inside.
So
being
the bottom
like,
bobbin is really important?
Yes, girls.
There wasn't enough to do that.
This is what I mean.
Yeah, there wasn't enough to do that. Sorry, did you hear my yawn? Sorry.
Juice keeps asking if things that everyone can hear with their natural ear is picking up on sound. It's like, typically, if you're going to hear it with these.
Normally, we don't have like a person constantly listening.
Belches directly into the microphone. Did you hear
cameras
that?
And a full mic. And I'm like, did you hear that?
Did you catch that one?
Which everybody liked to tell me you can't wear a disco ball as a person. I said, can you?
Watch me, darling.
And I walked out with my disco purse. If I ever went back, I would come with a disco ball purse. I would have to.
Obsessed.
Be like, disco ball purse?
Yeah, really elevated. Like...
No, just a disco ball.
Oh, okay.
On a string.
Always bettering ourselves, I see.
You organize my shoes.
Well, shoes should go in the shoe section, you know. Then you know where your shoes are. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna.
Oh, these are in the wrong spot.
And then my other fun little hunt was getting the sticker balls from your wig tape or your wig double-sided glue. Juice likes to post drag just take them and mash them into balls and then leave them throughout her entire basement. And so it was like an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, they're like little fun things to
I would find one and I just go, oh, well, that should go in the garbage. So I'm just gonna put that in the garbage.
Just gonna throw that away.
I'm just gonna throw that out because that's literal garbage.
Maybe you aren't a good host guest.
No, I am. I'm fabulous.
And I walk up to him and I'm just like, can I speak to you? And he's like, well, sure. And lose my fucking mind on this man. Like I lost it.
Where's her mind?
Gone. And then he starts to talk and I like snapped in his face and I just went, I'm not done. Like it was, I'm not done. I don't like the way you spoke to me, sir. Like it was the faggiest thing I could have done, but I just like I had to.
And then afterwards she's like, Synthia, get me out of this corset. Immediately.
Immediately.
And I had like gloves on. I was like, oh, just one sec, babe. She's like, immediately.
I was like, no. Right now. And she was like, oh.
Like, okay.
Let me get you out of that.
Mirror. Be my mirror.
Mirror.
No, other hand, bitch.
It hurts. Mirror. Oh, Jesus.
Mirror.
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 Oh, my God.
Wasn't that worth it?
Was that worth it? How do
What
you
a
feel?
fun little...
How did that feel?
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Do you feel
Just
alive?
slice your chest open
None
on
of
that
those
one?
glass mosaic tiles are slicing your
No,
underarm.
I'm wearing a glow up to my season 1 episode 1 outfit, and it's slicing me up just like my episode 1 outfit did.
There's a common pattern here with your costumes. Do they hack at your bare
You know
skin?
what? My middle name is Danger.
Juice Danger Boxx.
Oh my God, we really need to make better notes for the next episode.
Cut to our meeting where Jesus is like, we'll just like vibe.
We'll just, like, vibe it
I was
up.
like, okay, no, okay, sure.
Okay, and now I'm like, oh my
I'm
God,
like, oh my God, Synthia. It's like,
Cynthia, our notes, they're so bad.
where are our notes?
Where are the notes? She's gonna choke me after this episode. Starzy just tried to fight everyone.
Yes.
She just went around like punching everybody.
Very combative. Loved it though.
She loves that. She
Yeah.
loves to have that. Like, you want to fight? Starzy will literally walk up to you. It's like her thing. She'll be like, "Do you want to fight?" And you're like, "Starzy, no."
Here to fight?
Starzy, I love you. Why are we fighting?
Let's fight.
Let's fight. She'll like. I remember one time we were on a bus together and she just stopped and it got quiet and she looked at me and she went, "You want to fight, don't you?" I'm like, "No."
Honestly, no.
Honestly, no. I really don't want to.
Starzy.
Starzy, why are we
We've been
doing
over this.
It's fab. She's great. I've run into her
fun.
before picking up costumes.
Yeah.
And she was picking up for Lemon. And she's like, "You must be Juice Boxx." And she like just goes off and just like chit chats away with you. She's great. She
love
almost
that.
offered me a ride home.
I love that Lemon gets her mother to pick her up her
Oh,
costumes
it's
up.
glamorous.
Mom, can you get me my costumes? The stage mom in her is like, on it.
She's like, "On it, got it
Yeah.
for you." She's rhinestoning it.
She's like, I stoned it already.
It's very dance mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stoned it already. Tick, 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 tick.
I'm stoning the stones.
Like, what does it feel like to be shot? I don't want to find out, but it must hurt.
I know. Next time I see her, we should ask respectfully.
I think that's disrespectful. We shouldn't ask.
But I know. Do you like how I tacked on her respectfully? at the
Respectfully.
end
I
of
don't think you can respectfully.
Like I was like, respectfully.
Respectfully. I don't think you can respectfully be like, "What's it like? What's that feel like?" I don't think there's a respectful there.
Does it like out?
Like,
On a scale of like
is it
1
like
to
numb?
10.
But like, is it numb? Like, do you not feel it at first?
Just laughing at my attempt. Respectfully.
Like, absolutely not. Oh my God. This is recorded too. Oh, mortifying.
We won't ask, but we are very curious. And drive yourself to the hospital.
Crazy.
Talk about an independent woman.
Exactly.
She's just like, I'll do it myself.
She puts on a little Rihanna while she's driving.
Hey Siri.
Hey Siri, put on Rihanna.
Play Only Girl.
Put on Kiss It Better. Just driving.
Oh my God.
Gotta distract yourself. Is this
Starzy-
disrespectful?
No, I was going to say, Starzy, we love you.
We love you so much.
It's only because we're just like... How'd that happen?
We talked to Siri.
We did.
We talked to Siri. Our guest judge is Jade Hassoun from Shadowhunters. Did you watch Shadowhunters?
No.
No, this is you hunting for shadows.
Where are those damn
Where are those
shadows?
shadows? Where are they?
I want to find them.
Nice. When we all kind of got back together and we had like our big final night and they like fed us all. It was after the finale.
Season's wrapped.
Season's wrapped. Kine gets on a chair and she apologizes to all of us. So she's like, "Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out an apology and say, like, I understand I was probably a little intense or I was probably a little kind of like snarky, but like, you know, I didn't mean it and I'm just not used to being in a space like this. So like, I just want to say like, I love you guys and I'm really sorry." It was really nice. And we were all like, "Oh my God, Kine, like that's so nice." And then she sang a Shirley Bassey song.
She sang.
She sang. I think she was drunk. She like got on the chair and started singing.
Like that was her own. She kind of like introduced herself on the mic.
No, later. She got on a
thought-
chair again and started singing.
I thought the apology transitioned right into that song.
Oh, no.
And I was like,
It might have. I think it was shortly after. It was not hours after. It was very shortly after. But they were two separate things. It was an apology and then I am what I am.
Speaking of singing for your supper, a track by me.
Yeah, she gave us a little song. Hi, besties, and welcome to Semi-Qualified Queens.
A show where we talk about all things drag because we're semi-qualified to speak on it.
I'm Juice Boxx.
Please don't take my money. I'm Synthia Kiss.
And welcome to Semi-Qualified Queens Season 1 Rewind. For those of you who are listening on the Sonar Network or anywhere where you listen to podcasts, I'm currently wearing the silliest little outfit.
Juice looked at me. She's like, how did we get here?
How did we get here?
How did we get here?
How did we get here? Why do you look like this and I look like this?
I think we were on like a color palette where you saw my lime green and you're like, well, I have a lime green balaclava, so...
So I'm currently wearing a balaclava that says Juice Boxx with a kind of weird little braid on the top of it.
Can you say spring break like James Franco?
How do you say spring break like James Franco?
Spring break.
Spring break.
Spring break.
I know.
Oh
I
my
just feel
God.
so silly. Things I do for clicks right now.
Have you seen Spring Breakers?
Of course I've seen Spring Breakers.
Do you remember Vanessa Hudgens' impeccable aim with the gun she never used ever once in her life? She just
I
was
don't
like,
remember it that bad.
pow, pow. Like she literally hit every mark.
Did she?
First shot, it was like, for a girly pop who has never used a gun.
Doing really good.
You're doing really good. Is this me or is this you?
No, I have an itch.
Oh, okay. I can't take her seriously. She's just tapping.
Well, how am I supposed to itch my face wearing this? I'm going to tap.
It just was the direct eye contact for me. And I was like, is this a me thing? Is this a you thing?
Can you? I don't even think you can even see my eyes.
I can see your eyes.
Can you?
Of course.
They're so beautiful.
I can see more of your eyes than your mouth.
Than my mouth.
Yes.
My mouth is like 4 little teeth.
She smiled before and I only saw like 2 teeth in there. I was like, I think that's a smirk.
I think that's them. But you're running around the part, like the playground, and if a teacher hears you speaking English, she'll be like, en français. Like she would scream
Parlez
at
en
you.
français. S'il vous plaît.
Just like that.
Really?
With that accent.
Oh, no.
That enunciation.
Parlez en français.
We actually had a French teacher where he'd be like, it is très important. And it used to make me fucking crazy. Mr. Palermo, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Your French sucks.
Burn.
And Ilona got picked last.
Oof.
Last.
Were you ever picked last for anything in school?
No.
Not once?
Probably.
Yeah, like a sport.
No, because I think I was really small. So for sports, they would still pick me, but I was never last.
As like point guard or like one of those.
What's a point guard?
In basketball, it's typically someone who's not the tallest, but they can navigate through with the basketball really quickly.
I couldn't dribble.
Oh, then maybe you wouldn't be the point guard.
No.
No Steve Nash.
No. It was also grade 9 gym.
This exceeds my sport. I know. I like left my body for a second. I was like, ew, why am I, what's happening?
You literally said Steve Nash, and I was like, who?
Are you new here?
Are you here? Yeah.
I don't want you being hangry.
No, I haven't been. I have been a little.
Not in a crazy way.
Oh, you missed it. You were sleeping.
Oh, did Mr. Boxx get it?
There was one point where you were in the back sleeping, and Mr. Boxx told me to put a sweater
He kind of pulled up the window on your finger or
Yes.
something.
Oh, you were awake. So he basically closed the window on my finger.
Yes.
Like fully like crushed my finger.
Yes.
And I had quite the moment. I was very upset.
I could see it in your body language, and I was like, I'm gonna pretend to be asleep and like pace it at the right time. And then I just can't get over you staring at me in this balaclava.
Is this too much?
It's just the deadpan stare.
You can't see my emotions?
I can't see your emotions.
It's too much?
It's like I'm getting robbed the whole episode. Oh my god, I'm falling apart. Like it's a bit of a hat trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hard challenge.
Another sports reference. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a lot of sports this episode.
Yeah, I'm in drag
it's the
jail.
balaclava. It's the balaclava.
Balaclava. I feel threatened by this straight energy.
she's got a it's a balaclava. She's got to
I'm
be like
fawning. I'm just figuring
Yeah.
out ways to make you
she's
feel
like
comfortable.
she's like goalie.
Hole in one.
Hole in one.
goalie.
Goalie. Do you know goalies can do the splits?
Yes, they have to.
That's fabulous.
Like be very flexible for those knee guards to
they
block.
can do the middle split.
Work, diva.
Work the fucking world. Goalies are out there doing middle splits. Anyways.
Yeah, you both had the
bitches.
exact same experience.
Oh yeah, me and Priyanka had a discussion post. You're such a bitch. We had a discussion post Drag Race, and we were talking about. We were in a car, And I had said, well, Brie, like the show like really fucked me up. Like it's like I feel like I don't know like how I feel. And she's like, well, Juice, it's not that bad. Like we had a very similar experience, and like I'm fine.
Like,
and I looked at her and I was like, I don't think we did.
No,
I don't think we did. And she was just like, I mean, we did. And I was like, I don't think we did.
like the winner of a season talking to the first out,
Being like, we had a similar experience.
we had the exact same experience. It's like maybe you ate the same craft services, if that's what you're getting at.
But me in my apartment, like attempting to cook as I cry, like
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't think that's the same experience, Diva.
No, like
That's so
a bunch of maxi challenges catered to your strengths, like
That you still flopped.
But again, Brie is so successful that we like,
Yeah.
we need these.
We're in my basement recording a podcast with 3 cameras. She's traveling the world.
Yeah,
Like,
who really won?
yeah, who won here? Who won? Who won? Oh, babe, me and a name? Gone.
Yeah.
I gotta meet you for at least I gotta know you for at least a week.
No, exactly.
Like a minimum week.
That's a really good point, Jessica.
Thank you so much, Cheyenne. That's an excellent point. Thank you so much for bringing that up.
I liked the MacBook spinning wheel of death, and you're like, yes, and to that sleigh of a joke, Cynthia.
Yes, and to that joke, Pride's is her main income.
Same.
Diva, she gets it.
She gets it. We see you, Deborah.
We see you, Deborah. She's just like, I got to do the Pride circuit. I got a mortgage payment.
Yeah.
Diva.
She's like, thank God for these homosexuals.
Nobody's supposed to be here. Didn't they stop performing that in Vancouver because it's about like breaking into someone's house?
I have heard this before.
I heard that when this lip sync came out,
They
that
really investigated the lyrics of this song.
they really broke it down and was like, you really shouldn't perform that because it's like about breaking into someone's house. I was like, I think Deborah's cool.
I think Deborah's okay.
I think Deborah's okay. You know?
Now, how do you feel, balaclava and all, about breaking into people's houses?
You know? I just think that
Time and place.
there's a time and place, and eat the rich. And if I need to break into a multi-million-dollar home
Spring break.
to be able to afford my groceries, spring break, you know? Eat the rich. Don't steal from the poor. Steal from the rich.
Not the pony getting caught. in the
Yes,
pond.
did I get caught in the palm tree? And we're gonna have cake.
Oh my God, and we still have leftover cake.
We have leftover cake, the rock solid cake that I
Trying to
got
just be
you.
like, week by week, these release, but we're still talking about the same food. They're going to be like,
They're
babe,
like-
that cake's expired.
That cake has been gone for weeks.
Like, ooh.
Stop eating that cake.
Food safety.
Food safety with that cake.
Isn't Mr. Box really paranoid about leftovers?
Mr. Box will only let food sit in the fridge for 2 days. No
oh,
longer.
so this cake must be killing him.
Oh, destroying him.
Like, he thinks it's nasty.
He will not.
He's done
touch
eating it.
He's done eating it.
And you're done eating it.
I'm done eating it.
Not Cynthia. Toronto girlies can chat on the mic.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this without my training in Toronto drag. Like,
Yeah,
being
years
able to,
of just kind of like convincing people to stay and like hang out with you for like
yeah, you become almost
an
like
hour.
mini comedians.
Totally.
Yeah, you know, you kind of gotta.
What's the deal with drag? This isn't my hair. Am I right,
Oh,
ladies?
waka waka waka. Yeah, it's kind of. You kind of turn into like Seinfeld. Oh my god! Actually, this is episode 4. Priyanka has my fleshlight by now.
Oh, amazing. Let's talk about it.
So this episode's sponsored by.
Oh, I wish.
I know. So essentially,
Eve?
so basically, when it came to this episode, we had shot the promo just shortly before it, and promo was when I left officially, like
Right.
got to go home, and I had this
They
fleshlight.
sent you on your way.
They sent me on my way, and I had this fleshlight that I like was like, oh, I'm not going to use this because like, you know,
I get to go home.
I get to go home. I could use porn, you know, but it's just like, I'm not going to use this. So I, what was I going to say? So then essentially, I was sitting there and we were in this big group and I was just like, oh, I have this fleshlight that like, I don't really need right now. And all the girls jumped up wanting it.
Ravenous.
All of them wanted it. And Priyanka did this. You know, Priyanka can really draw attention.
Yes.
She grabbed me and she said, don't look at anybody else. Look at me. Don't look at anyone else. Look at me. Give me the fleshlight. Juice, I need it. If you want me to win this competition, I need that fleshlight. You need to give it to me. So I washed it and I called production when I was about to leave and I put it in a little bag and I said, can you bring this to Priyanka? And they said, yeah, we can. Flying down Priyanka's gift. And I stopped the girl. I like grabbed her hand and I went, no, say flying down the fleshlight. She went, I'm not doing that. And I said, I was just eliminated from Drag Race. I get so little right now. you have to do this for me. And she like sighed really loudly. And then she just went, flying the fleshlight to Priyanka. And then you just hear over the mic screaming. You just hear all this
Scream-worthy.
just all this laughing and screaming over the thing, being like, got it. And then Priyanka won. So, well, they also do the
Like
friend.
make a dildo?
They would make a dildo. Would you make a dildo?
Probably not.
Really? For the right price, I would.
Well, of course, anything, but like, there's bigger dreams out there for me.
I would do the butthole before the dildo.
That face was like, are there bigger dreams? Or is that it? Like, you almost were faced your Everest. You're like, I think that's my top. I think that is the greatest goal in life, to have commercialized molds of my genitalia. That's peak. I think I'll really have made it then.
I'm gonna make it after all.
With the flashlight. But she could actually hear what Boom Boom was saying.
Right.
Because she actually is fluent enough.
And she never told them.
Yes, she was sneaky about it. Secret agent Francophone.
Secret Francophone. What were we saying?
Oh my God.
Where were we?
Where the fuck were we?
Where were we? But that's what I would do I would do paper and just do a paper doll.
Cute.
Is that stupid?
I don't want to yuck your yum.
Do you think it would be stupid?
I feel like
Use your words.
I think it is.
Really?
Well, because it's so on the nose. It's like the paper doll.
But what if it's fabulous?
And I love being proved wrong in fashion. That's my favorite thing. When someone takes a concept, a theory that I don't think will work.
It's a paper doll, but it's a reveal.
There we go.
It's a reveal.
There we go.
The whole way down.
I'm back.
We're revealing. We're revealing.
Yeah.
We're revealing.
I'm back on board.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But each girl would do it.
Fair.
Fair.
Ooh, you lost me again. No,
Ooh.
just making her dance.
Oh, you're going home again.
Yeah. Ooh, hate that.
Ooh, hate that. What the fuck is this?
I do commend Rita for shaving her head, though, for this runway.
I mean, she barely had any hair to begin with.
The continuity on that show, they were having a field day.
She had like two little wisps of hair. Like her hair was very short. So, okay, she shaved her head for it. Great. You know?
Because you are bald under this.
I'm bald,
So
I don't
You're
care.
very protective of the bald
Well, that's
status.
just when people are like, you're so brave for shaving. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You know? Oh, it's so brave to not have hair on your head, you fucking loser.
I love when she gets a little tired.
I just ate. I should feel great.
She's like, fuck you.
Fuck off. You know?
I think it's one of those situations where Juice was like, can I get you anything? And I don't think she was expecting me to actually
I'd be like, yeah, of course. And I was like, oh,
I was like, oh, that smoothie you made yesterday. I would love one of those. And she's like, on it. I was like, oh, she didn't mean that.
I was like, oh, fuck. Now I got to make
That
two.
was like white person talk where it's just like, hey, hun,
do you need anything?
I've got the bill. No, I've got the bill.
Yeah,
no, I've got the bill.
It was me saying, you need anything? And her said yes. And I went, fuck, I don't really have time for that.
I was like, oh, wait, she's probably busy.
No, today, what I did.
I did notice the sound
I
went
did
off twice.
two separate ones because I had creatine. And I don't want you to dilute my creatine.
Shots fired.
So what do you need creatine for? What are you using it for?
What do I need creatine for?
Do you want to get big juicy muscles? Huh? You want that extra bit of energy? You want that mitochondria to have a little bit more food?
Maybe. I'm hearing like science words, but I feel like they're not being applied in like a scientific way.
I think that was right. Yeah, because creatine is like naturally occurring in the body.
Yeah.
And it like feeds the mitochondria, I think. I don't know. I passed my exam, so I don't need to know this anymore.
Oh, I barely passed my science classes. I said, let's phase into the arts.
I know. I wish I did better in sciences though, because I could be a nurse.
Could you imagine Juice Boxx as a nurse? That would be camp. So camp. I'd be like, you'd be entertained, but would you be healthy? I don't know. Sometimes, I kind of geek out with numbers.
Math.
Like when we're doing the accounting kind of stuff for tour, budgets and stuff. I think maybe in another world, I could make that work for me.
Kine.
Yeah.
Math.
I could be on a book tour right now instead.
I'm in a basement.
I'm trapped.
It's been years since I've watched it, and she said that, and I lost it again. It was so funny.
No, totally.
And like for me, like the Snatch Game, I don't really laugh much anymore because we're so jaded.
Yeah.
And I found with Jimbo, I laughed again.
No, you made Juice laugh again.
I felt joy.
Thanks, Jimbo.
Thanks, Jimbo.
I've been trying for 2 weeks.
I just can't be happy.
No, but
People are gonna think that I trap you in my house. I promise she's having a lovely time.
Please. Send help.
Send help.
Send help.
Send help. She won't stop feeding me delicious meals. So here is where I'm going to rant. This is going to be a bit of a tangent. Jojo Siwa started. Okay, Jojo Siwa, you should not have done this. It's awful. What you should have done is at Dancing with the Stars, that could have been her come to adulthood moment, because she's dancing with a woman. She's all hot and stuff. And that could have been that moment. Like, why are you doing this like awful bad song and like a kind of shitty music video where you're kissing girls? It's just like, just kiss girls.
Just kiss girls.
It's not scandalous.
Yeah.
You know, I see guys doing poppers and getting fisted. It's not scandalous for you to kiss a girl, you know?
But maybe like think middle
sorry.
of the country and like
Middle America.
Like
They're not watching that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not their average content.
That's fair.
You gotta kind of remember different strokes for different folks. And so she really is trying to break that good girl image. This is her chance. You thought it should have been Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, it already was. She
That
did Dancing with the Stars. It was fabulous.
That felt like
did it feel a little girl?
Teenager to me.
No.
Like walk before you can run. You know what I mean?
Dancing with the Stars?
For
it's
her
very scandalous.
at the time. Her style of dancing, those costumes, it felt PG-13.
What? She was wearing such scandalous outfits and dancing with a woman.
But no kissing.
And no fisting.
Now we're like, she's never fisting. I don't know why you keep using that. And fisting. It's like, never. So I think now that's her chance. Go on, pop off, JoJo. We support.
Well, she
You
was
don't get the win.
steamrolled.
Yeah.
She completely steamrolled it.
But here's the thing. And not to be annoying, but it's almost like she didn't steamroll. She waited in that game of like jump rope when it comes to improv, where it didn't feel like she gave Boa the chance to make a funny joke. She fumbled and then she got in there.
Yeah.
It's like double Dutch.
It is, but it's still
steamrolling implies like what I just did to you right there. I interrupted over you. Whereas like waiting for that beat. So I actually think she was very classy with
She's
it.
like, Juice, if you're wondering what steamrolling is, here is an example live and in person.
Right now.
Right now.
You got to give Bobo credit for the energy and the commitment.
Oh, she committed to the bit. Yeah, she did great.
She should be committed.
She should be, oh my God. I did
I'm
not say
kidding, I'm
that.
kidding.
I did not say that. Those were words that did not come out of my mouth. Those
I
came
know,
out
that's why we have video now.
Cynthia's mouth. It's going to zoom in on your face.
She should be committed. She should be committed. She should be committed. Oh my God, it was Alona. It was Alona.
Alona.
It was
Yes, that's the one I wanted to talk
Rebecca
about.
Black.
She did really good.
She surprisingly did well.
She did really good. Can
Is
you
this your first
spell-
time on the Snatch Game? Do you know what, Brooklyn? It is.
Camp.
Camp.
Absolute camp.
This is what I mean when people like aren't trying to be funny. It's just like they're just being real.
Actually, Brooklyn,
It is.
like, oh my God. Can you spell cock? Say, ok, fuck.
So funny.
It's really funny. Like, she should have almost been in the top.
I know.
Like,
She kind of stumbled into that one though.
she stumbled into it, but like, it was really
Like,
good.
Jimbo felt like he was driving his car. Alona was kind of like a baby on board, just being like accidentally pressed gas and it's going. And it's working.
She got a lot of good jokes. Like, I'm happy she was safe, but like, if Alona was in the top, I would have been like, yeah,
That tracks.
that tracks. I would say I held the title for the best lip sync until this episode. Tell me a better one. Tell me a better one.
I'm only chuckling because it's like a handful of lip syncs.
Tell me a better one.
You're like, it was me until there was 3 more, and then I was kicked off the slide.
Babe, episode 5, I got 5 good episodes. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying. It was me for a good 5 weeks.
Honey, milk it.
I rode that train.
Yeah.
Right to the bank.
You on Twitter, you're just like, just saying, another week's gone by.
Another week and it's still me.
Cue this lip sync. Then you're like silent on Twitter.
And I was like,
congratulations to Kiki. And
I'm really happy for you guys. That's a really nice. Love that for you.
it's kind of basic. Titanic, I guess it's iconic. Blah, blah, blah. He literally went blah, blah, blah. Jeffrey.
I love it. That was to Lemon, right?
That was to Lemon's
I
outfit.
guess Titanic is iconic. Blah, blah, blah. It's kind of camp to look back at it.
Oh, it can be studied.
Andrea, who was the host of CTV Your Morning, Andrea Bain, I think is her last name. She kept going up to Synthia because Cynthia's dress was so
Wearing
short.
this short
and
skirt.
she kept looking at her crotch being like, is your post office out? Post office.
I know.
Camp.
So fun.
I love that.
But I think if you were to hem it, your post office might be out.
I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Hem away, my dear.
Thank you. I was like, it's daytime TV. I should have it touch my knees. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I didn't get that memo.
No. When I saw yours, I was like, no, I should have that.
She's like, damn it, we're being daytime slutty. I didn't know that.
I didn't know we were being slutty. I think I was looking at a picture and I was talking to some people in Toronto and I said, why do they all look like Shakira? Because everybody had a middle everybody had a middle part blonde curly wig and like barely
Vancouver
and like dresses that looked like they bought them at like just like a slutty store.
Yes, and there were a couple spots in the city
that you would just buy the slutty dresses. And everybody, they all looked like, it was a photo of all of these girls together and they just almost all looked like Shakira. And I was like, what's with Vancouver?
Well, it can happen that way. I feel like drag like scenes, trends, these mini trends can kind of show up and then all of a sudden it's just like,
what's
okay,
up?
it's a thing. Vancouver, hey. But yeah, I wish I still looked like Shakira.
Me too. I used to perform Shakira a lot. And then I remember one of my friends came up to me and deadpan looked at me and he said, you'll never be a Colombian woman.
Oh, shots fired.
It was so funny.
He is right.
He is right. I never will be a Colombian woman.
No.
So I haven't performed Shakira since.
Ever since.
It sits with me.
That would.
La, 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 la.
Can't you see?
Underneath your clothes. I've said it before. Drag queens are the cigarette butt on the bottom of the shoe of society. There's no way that you should expect more than what we kind of can give you.
Yeah. When queens exceed that expectation, it's a surprise. It's a miracle.
It's fabulous. But if you see a queen just in something that she put together and it kind of smells like vinegar, you should kind of expect it.
That's like baseline.
That's baseline, babe.
Yeah. That's good old average drag.
Yeah. I know. When people are expecting these like lavish, expensive outfits, I'm just like, Divalicious Diva, we're cross-dressers. Like, you got to be a little real with some of these expectations.
I do think you have a very big fear of being canceled.
I have a canceled fear.
You have a much larger fear, the phobia of being canceled.
Yeah, I do. But
do.
it's almost like sometimes I'm like, but then I would never have to worry about it ever again.
I think maybe it's because you have been more famous and then you don't want it to be like stripped away. Whereas like season 2 got like a like modest ride. So I'm like, what are you going to take? 0 times 0 is 0. But I don't know. I don't have that fear of being canceled, but I guess the release, then it'd be done. You're like, it already happened.
You know, you're like, I can live free. It's like death. Don't cancel me. Like, I don't want that. But like sometimes I wonder what it's like. Like, I want to talk to someone who's been like canceled, but like soft canceled, where it's like they shouldn't have probably really been canceled, but like wrong place, wrong time.
Right.
And be like, what's life like?
And are you just so much happier?
Do you feel happy?
Do you just get to do CrossFit all the time?
Do you have a mustache? What's that like?
Like, I feel like Juice is projecting a little bit.
Do you not worry about what you're going to eat at all points of the day?
Do you not have to work with this bitch, Synthia Kiss?
I think I should talk to my therapist.
I know, I was going to say, write that down.
I have a therapy appointment in a few days. I'm really excited.
No, I'm excited for you too.
I think you need it. Yeah. You can follow us on our Patreon and get a little bit of extra there and help support the pod because we are poor.
Ooh. Don't let these diamonds fool you.
Oh, don't let these fake diamonds fool you. They're also fake. Drag Race only gives you lots of money for the first year. We are very poor. I know. Anybody who's just like, you're on Drag Race, aren't you super rich? I'm like, fucking no.
Not anymore.
Yeah, like that first year was great, but
she paid for the flamingo wall.
Yeah, that flamingo wall's paid for, and now
2021.
It's like, oh, that's really dried up. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, people literally think that we are billionaires, and I'm like, no, that's not a thing. Giving 36 inches.
This one gave Kendall Gender a complex. We were on tour.
Yes.
I was on tour with the Brat Pack, and she was like, when did everyone get longer human hair than me? And she literally was like pulling hers from behind, being like, see, yours is longer. Like, she literally would compare it. It was like a measuring contest.
Yeah. So, for some reason, when it comes to Kendall has to have the longest hair.
She equates length
with talent.
Yeah, it's a thing in her head. It was making me laugh because I could care absolutely less. The key is the alcohol. You really got to strip the oil from the hair.
No, I'm out of alcohol, so I haven't been able to do that. So don't look too close.
No zooming in, Mr. Cameraman, please.
I'm like, oh, we're gonna do video content. Let's do a half-ass makeup. You know, Everyone's gonna see me.
Ooh, let's not care about how we
Let's
look.
not care. Let's wear an outfit that we're kind of meh about, you know?
But your segue was about blocking because
We're gonna get to the episode.
Cool.
That was it. It was a bad segue.
I was gonna say I don't understand.
No, I was just trying to start the episode.
Got it. Yeah. Instead, we had fizzy drinks.
Ooh, fizzy little
Fun.
drinks.
Because after a long, hard day on set, I want a carbonated water. Sign me up, Buttercup.
So fun. I got orange juice. I didn't even get a fizzy water. I got like an OJ. It was great. Something
That's
about
kinda fun.
after a long day, you get a nice cold orange juice.
Vitamin C?
Come on.
Actually, every once in a while, orange juice slaps.
Do you know what's really underrated, but I really like?
Apple juice?
Yes.
I knew you were going to say that.
Apple juice.
I knew you were going to say that. I could feel the juice on your brain. I was like, you were going to say apple juice.
Oh my God, apple juice. This is the weirdest
Do you remember when it
tangent.
would come in cans?
No! Yes.
And you had to stab it from two ways, otherwise
Yes.
it wouldn't pour out fast enough?
Yes.
There is nothing more satisfying than doing that pierce and it make that little triangle shape.
It's just something about like how it tastes like pure sugar. And it makes your stomach hurt a little bit.
Yeah, you can't have too much.
Sometimes my chest will feel like the muscles are tightening when I drink too much sugar. And I think I should get that checked out.
Yeah, sometimes you drop some of those and I'm like, that's like a really serious medical condition.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
We'll figure that out. I don't intake a lot of sugar anymore, so.
Oh, maybe it's just the body being like, what is this?
Yeah, well, no, it only happens when I would have like a lot of sugar. But I used to have like a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Like almost like pre-diabetic.
My mom's pre-diabetic. No, my mom has type 2 diabetes.
Right. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, was it getting into that?
And that's why this week's episode is sponsored by Ozempic.
Ozempic.
You know, we know.
You weren't fat long ago.
Did you watch Degrassi? I'm not going to talk too much about it, but
I loved Degrassi Next
loved
Generation.
Degrassi. I
Marco
know.
coming out of the closet.
I wanted to fuck Marco.
My wholesome memory just turns into.
Babe, Marco, if you're watching, that little 4'11" ass, oof,
He's cute.
he's so
He hosted
hot.
some sort of YTV.
I don't care what he did. He's so hot. I would see him at parties in Toronto and I would be like, literally, babe, I would be like, what's up, baby?
What's up, girl?
What's up? What's your name? He's so hot. And the iconic, legendary Michelle Duberry. Oldest fucking drag queen in the world.
Iconic, though.
When I met Michelle for the first time, I went, hi, Michelle, it's really nice to meet you. And she was like, what's your name? And I said, Juice Boxx. And she went, Jukebox? And I went, Juice Boxx. And she went, Jukebox? And I went, yes, Michelle. She went, like the music machine? And I went, yes, Michelle. Exactly. Jukebox.
You're like, yep.
Yeah, Patreon exclusive, actually. We're going to cut this out. But she actually thought my name was We're going to cut that one out.
Or we could bleep it and you'll never know.
Yeah, we're going to cut that. But that's what she thought it was. And I went, ooh, Michelle, no.
Ooh.
It was not that.
Really had to hold it.
I'm going my nightmare. Jinx.
I know. We're becoming one person.
Wow. An amoeba. An amoeba of drag.
Feed a schnitzel.
Say we had A&W, actually.
The A&W was fabulous. I went for 5 strips.
I know. I got 3 and I didn't realize we could get 5.
I know, you did look a little sad.
It was a little sad.
And I thought we could split the diff.
No,
And
it's fine.
See, that's how she did it. That's exactly how she did it. She's like, it's okay.
It's fine. It wasn't my. If I ordered 5 and then you came and you ordered earlier and you look sad, like I would do the same thing, but I'd be like, damn it.
Right.
So I was like, I'm not gonna make sense.
I needed that protein.
Yeah, and also like I'm gonna make like some food after this and
Okay,
stuff. So like
cool.
I'll be fine. Also, I lost 5 pounds. So like,
Oh my God, stop saying it. I don't know what to do with it because I don't want to like. You're beautiful at any size.
You don't wanna feed
anyway.
my eating disorder? Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
You're really putting me in a situation.
and I'm just like,
where
tell me how beautiful I look, skinny.
it's a real conundrum.
I've always wanted to stab somebody with a EpiPen.
Is
Is that weird?
I'm not gonna judge, but I would be too scared to do it. Unless it's like life or death, and I'm the only one. Like obviously, then I would do it. Like I'm not gonna be like.
Ew, gross.
And the person's like gasping for air. I'm just like,
I haven't
wish
wanted
could,
to do
girl.
it to save their lives. I want to do it because like I want to feel that rush.
I feel the rush.
Addicted to your rush.
Stab.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good. It's so,
So
good.
good. And they're like, yeah. I know. Is that weird? I've always wanted to do it.
Maybe it's one of those things just because you've never experienced it. You've got the lust for life.
I know. I was talking to someone and I was like, if you transition, like, can I give you your T-shot? And they were like, you really need to look into why you want to stab people.
So you've just got a fascination with needles.
No, I hate needles, but I want to do it. We should break this down. Another day.
I was going to say, at another time.
Another day, another time. Juice, why do you like stabbing people with needles so much?
Oh, yeah. Remember, you've got your therapy appointment soon.
Yes, I do.
You can just write it down and then...
What's so funny is
tackle that
people are
with
going
them.
to be listening to the episodes over 10 weeks.
Oh, this is true. So I'm just going to be like, Juice,
They're going to be like,
therapy
Juice,
a
go
lot.
to therapy. My God, I hope she gets there. You know?
We'll have to do a follow-up.
We'll have to do a follow-up.
Yeah.
We'll have to add in a little like...
Yes.
Juice,
Juice
really,
was perfectly fine after this
Juice
therapy.
really enjoyed her therapy.
Yeah.
Like, where was
Alicia
Cuthbert say bye to me? Bitch. She went, fuck that juice box a lot. I'm out of here.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I actually this is a tangent, but speaking of her, she went on Gigi Gorgeous's podcast and talked about you a little bit, eh?
What?
Yeah, there's like a nugget of like Juice Boxx lore in her interview with Gigi
Where? What?
when she was on her podcast last year.
What did she say?
It's what I talked about in our episode, Lemon doing those tricks, the death dropping and the splits. She was wowed by those dance moves.
So she talked about Lemon.
No, she talked about your transformation. She said you have an incredible transformation from out of drag to into drag.
Alicia, I take back everything I've ever said about you. Oh my God, really? Why did you never tell me this?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Selective hearing.
Just like her dog.
Just like my dog.
I love when you yell at your dog, Molly, selective hearing.
Sometimes she just ignores me.
But I just don't know what a dog is going to do with that information. Like, they're going to go, you're right, Juice. I'm so sorry.
No, because sometimes I go, Molly, selective hearing, and she looks at me with her ears back and she walks inside.
She does know a lot. She
does. She's a smart dog. And I think it's the tone of voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can tell when you're giving her that, like, sassy.
Or she knows if I spin my arm in a circle with a finger pointed, she knows that means get the fuck inside.
Yeah.
And she like goes back inside all like, sorry.
Yeah. You just did that to me. You're like, let's start filming, Sin.
Get your fucking dress on.
Get your
Do you know what my mom used to
zebra
do?
dress inside because we've got a podcast.
My mom used to do
record.
this. She would snap and then point down at the same time. She would do like, oh my God. Oh, I hate it. Don't do it again. I can't. It's triggering.
Debbie.
Deb, she'd be like, get over here. And you'd be like, ugh. You know, your whole
Yes,
body
Mom.
tenses up.
Yes, Mom.
Yes, mommy, I'm coming.
Sorry, Mom.
Remember when you got married and everyone got you Harry Potter gifts?
Yeah,
for
that
your
was
wedding?
upsetting. That was upsetting.
That was like one of the funnier stories you've told me. Like everyone just assumed that you and Mr. Boxx were obsessed with Harry Potter to the point where like you were registered for your wedding at Hogwarts.
We were registered at Disney. It was
For real, for real?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I just had to swallow.
I went to Disney for my
own
honeymoon.
barf.
I went to Disney for my honeymoon. I really wanted to go. I thought it'd be fun.
No wonder you got so much Harry Potter.
I know. Yeah.
The way you described that story before, I really cared. I felt bad for you. I thought this was like out
No,
of
you
the
still
blue.
feel bad. It was silly.
I understand now why you did get a lot of HP merch. I also just think it's so funny that I've been part of a Spice Girls cast and I was Baby Spice as well.
I mean,
But the fact that we have a show together.
okay. I was just like, it kind of makes sense. Like,
I was like, wow. I don't know if I'd roll my eyes at that.
I didn't.
Sorry for inconveniencing
I didn't
you.
roll my eyes. I kind of just went. I mean, like, look at you. Like,
Roll the tapes.
roll the tapes.
A Spice Girls cast and I was Baby Spice as well.
I mean. I mean.
And there
They're
is a
super cute.
little bit of expired apple juice in there.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why they're so
Yes.
heavy.
It's wine now, actually.
Oh, it's fermented. That's
It's if
kinda
I ever
cool.
relapse. That's what these are for.
It's like toilet bowl wine.
I'm not going to relapse with fabulous tequila or margaritas. No, darling. I'm doing it with toilet
Fermented
bowl
apple
wine.
juice. From a
That's the way
craft.
I'm going to do it.
No, they're really cute.
Thank you.
I
Also,
love.
I've learned recently that relapse jokes aren't funny to a lot of people.
Oh, honey.
I think they're hilarious.
I've always known that.
Why aren't they? I think they're very funny.
They make people uncomfortable.
Extreme.
Concerned.
Extreme.
It sounds like a cry for help.
It might be.
It really, like it really, every time you do it, I like have to look you deeper in the eye and think like, is there a grain of truth? Like every time I have to really, really maintain that eye contact because I'm just like,
do I need to help
is
her?
this a cry for help? Every time.
I'm wearing
Every
glass, so I have to make sure it doesn't get on my
time
teeth
you
every
do
time.
it, I'm just like, and then every time you're like waiting for this thunderous laughter, and I'm like, sobriety is very serious, babe. Like,
And I'm like,
am I right, ladies?
I like want to see me burn this place to the ground.
Come on, Grigio girls. It's like, no.
Oh, I love that song.
It is really good.
I know. I saw a video online of one guy being like, should I make a comeback? And his family was like, that's not funny.
See?
And I was like, that's very my humor.
So you.
I know.
So you.
So
oh my
me.
God.
Should I make a comeback? Something so funny about it.
I know. You just
I
think
don't know why.
I think you like making people uncomfortable with it.
Okay, that might be
Like
it.
you have the most fun with
Yeah,
it.
it's a knee slapper for me.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Oh my God.
I do
funny.
love watching you order alcohol for other people.
Oh, I get goofy.
She gets really kooky. It's like, for the first time ever, it's like she's never done it before. We swung by
I
the...
feel like a 16-year-old.
Yeah, we like swung by the beer store the other day, and she was like, yes, beer. One for my husband. He likes a really cold brewski. And I'm just like, you're talking so much more than you need to. Like, it was literally the ones that were already in the cooler.
Just buy it.
You just pick it up, they scan it, and you go, and she's just like, this isn't for me.
That's where my millennial humor comes out. I get like kooky and I'm like, oh, this is so weird. I know.
She sees me, she's like, PBR, that's crazy.
Okay, you did buy. That is crazy to buy a PBR. I'm sorry.
It's exclusively because of Lana Del Rey.
It's still. I feel like I was justified to be like, you're getting a PBR. Thank you, Anthony.
ribbon on ice.
He's nodding his head like PBR is crazy. The only time
There's corn syrup in it. It's really sweet.
the only time I drank PBR was when I drank a PBR and I had a Mickey, a Malibu, and I would do a shot of Malibu and chase it with a PBR, and I vomited all over that room, all over those walls.
And she's excited to do it again tonight.
Hey.
Awkward. Eye contact.
She's like, please no, please don't. So then we go back to the workroom and we find out it's a ball.
Not just any ball. A snowball.
A snowball. And for those of you that don't know, snowballing is one of two things. When you're at a school dance, you dance with someone and they scream snowball, and then you have to switch and dance with a different partner. Or snowballing is also when someone ejaculates in their mouth and then you kiss each other and you move the sperm through each other's mouth. That's also snowballing.
I knew that was going to be heavily sexual. I like knew option 2 was just going to be so blue. I could just see it in your eyes. You're like, I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her.
Snowball.
Snowball. Oh my God. We snowballed at the dance.
Oh my God, I would be shocked. I would be like, which one?
And they're like, well, we were expelled, so you tell me.
We snowballed, both of them.
The really fun part of this episode, we find out the guest host is none other than Michelle Visage.
I would have shit my pants.
I think this was the first moment for the queens where it was like, oh, pressure.
I think, like, I don't know if you know, like, if I met Michelle Visage.
Hard name to say, eh?
It's a hard name to say. If I met Michelle Visage, my birthday twin, September 20th, Virgo Queens, I would probably cry.
You'd cry?
I love her.
I like her too, but
I love her.
Right. I take it you really love her.
I love her. Like, I'm scared to meet her at DragCon.
Yeah.
Like, I tried one time and they said, oh, can you come back later? And I said, I can't.
Gladly.
I can't build up this confidence again.
Oh, yeah. You're like, it's now or never, never.
I was like, it's now or never. And if it's
Never,
not now, it's
never.
not happening this trip at all. And she didn't go to the last one.
Yeah.
Like, I would, like, I love her.
Absolutely devout.
Absolutely devoted, couldn't meet her. But sometimes she used to respond to my tweets sometimes, and I would screenshot them.
They're framed in the back room.
I almost framed the one of Shea Coulee one time tweeted me, and I almost framed that. Or Aquaria one time tweeted that she liked me, and I almost framed that.
Well, okay, here's the thing. In Canada, we don't have RuPaul hosting.
Mm-hmm.
If all of a sudden someone said like, hey, RuPaul's here, that would make me
Really?
so much more neurotic in my head, like nervous,
Oh.
intimidated.
See, I'd be like, oh, that's kinda cool.
Michelle is just an extension of that to me.
No, see, I'm the opposite. If I heard RuPaul's going to be here, I'd be like, oh my God, cool. If they said Michelle's going to be here, I'm like, I need to look perfect. Everything about me needs to be perfect. I love Michelle.
How could that be?
I don't know.
How could that be?
I don't know.
How could it be that RuPaul doesn't intimidate you?
She intimidates me slightly. Michelle intimidates me more.
I think...
Like, when I heard Michelle Visage was going to be the host of Drag Race Diananda, I was like, that is incredible. Like I got
That
so
is
excited.
crazy to me.
I love
I don't believe you. I
love
don't
massage.
believe
Really?
you.
No, I love Michelle massage.
Oh, you're being unhinged on purpose. You're doing it on purpose.
No, I'm not. It's not a bit. I promise. You can ask anyone. You can ask
Such
anyone.
a bit.
No, you can ask anyone.
Okay, so I guess I'm intimidated by RuPaul.
And I'm intimidated by Michelle.
Right.
Like if Michelle said, I hate your drag, I would stop doing drag.
What if Ru said it?
If Rue said she hated my drag,
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're old.
Damn.
You're not old. I love you so much.
No, I know. She's
She's a little old.
but like amazing.
Yeah.
So if this was you,
Oh,
you would've-
unhinged.
you would have lost your mind.
I would have been unhinged.
The hinge would have been.
Like I would have been. I would have had a panic attack. Again. I would have been like, I can't do this.
You're like, okay, she really needs to stop doing this on the show.
It's not funny anymore, Juice.
Yeah. Everyone's like, she's having another one.
Yeah, here she goes again.
Okay. That little kiss, that wink from the American.
It was almost like
show.
a blessing.
Yeah, like them saying we support this. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna import Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Yes.
I remember when they told me, I was so mad.
Were you? You must be with
I
this
was
reaction.
I was a little pressed.
Yeah.
I was like, mother.
a little French pressed.
I was a little French pressed. I was a little, you know? I remember telling Mr. Boxx, I was just like, Michelle Visage is there. He was like, okay. I was like, my CEO was so poorly made
Oh, no.
that I just never even photo shooted it. It was so bad. Photoshot it.
Didn't take a photo.
Photographed it.
Yeah, that's probably better. I love how you tried one more. Photoshot it.
Photographed. Anyways, it was so just not good. And then my hangover was really good. It was inspired by Charlie's Angels with
This is good.
What's her name? Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz's jacket when she's doing the après ski, and then underneath it had a crystal bra, crystal corset, crystal panties, and crystal shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But my entire makeup was gonna get smeared off, and when I walked to the end of the runway, I was gonna cough out pubes.
Pubes?
Yeah.
Pubes. Pubic hair.
Pubic hair. I was gonna go, and it was gonna go pubes. We're just gonna go. Because what's the last sound you hear before a pubic hair hits the ground?
Okay.
Super fun. Anytime I have to do drag, like the 2 days after, I'm almost like a recluse.
Yeah. Just staying at home,
Disgusting.
snowballing. I'd never heard that term before.
Really?
Come on. No, I hadn't.
Really?
I know.
You're
The more
welcome.
you know. What would you say to young Joe?
So Synthia, what would you say to little Daniel?
Don't change a goddamn thing. You're perfect, and they'll finally figure that out. I love you, sweetheart. No one else does yet, but they will.
Perfect.
No tears or nothing.
Nothing.
Just like,
And they're like,
you're a psychopath. They'll be like, tell me something I don't know.
you better give me that crown.
What would you tell little Joe?
Get a fucking subscription to Ativan now, babe. Now. Right now. Also, buy creatine and go to the gym, you fucking skinny fuck. Jesus. You're gonna start working out in your 30s and it'll be too late.
No, it's never too late. Here's the thing.
This funny story about this was, I thought we got, so you get the lip sync songs like a little bit ahead of time.
What?
Is that crazy? Did you not? Did you
No,
not?
I did know this.
Oh, I was like, you bitch.
I just bullshitting you.
Okay, yeah. So I remember they always tell you like don't perform these.
Mm-hmm.
I read that as don't tell anyone.
Right.
So I was performing them. And I remember one night I performed, and a girl, I won't say who, a girl came up to me and went, "Girl, what the fuck are you doing?" And I went, "I'm practicing." And she went, "You're not allowed to perform those." And I went, "What?" And I sent the longest email to production, like confessing and also apologizing. That's why she was
I
like,
know. Sometimes the stories you tell, I'm like... And I was just like spiraling in my hotel room, and I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. And I was like, and just like, okay, maybe like there's
like when I took my knife out during I took my sword out during promo, and they were like, you can't have that, and I was just like, oh, it's not sharp, and I took it and I like slammed it into my arm to show it wasn't sharp, and they were all like, ah!
High risk, that juice box.
High risk,
That's why you
low
love her.
reward.
I've had the pleasure of having them on the podcast before, and when they speak, you could just hear such intention behind all of their art. There are some queens where it's like, is that what I call that art? Jimbo, I call it art.
She looked at me when she said that. She looked directly in my eyes. Is that what you would call
Is that art? No,
those little juice box earrings?
No, those are.
Are they cute?
That is art. That's cute.
And those weren't made by you.
Jamie knows art.
Yeah, Jamie knows art. You, not so much. And also, it's not like this is kind of end. We've got more plans for other things in the future.
Oh, totally. This is a beautiful capsule for now.
A catalyst, you could say.
How so? I don't think you know what catalyst means.
No, like it would like launch us into something new.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure she heard me use the word catalyst a couple episodes
No,
ago.
I know what catalyst means.
Okay.
Did you say? I don't think you did. I think you're not giving me enough credit.
I 100% said catalyst. I feel like that's a Synthia word.
Roll the tapes. She did. Fuck.
Yes, I was gonna say.
I would say catalyst. I would say catalyst.
So you're implying that the YouTube channel is propelling us to do more
Yes.
together.
Yes.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
You fucking bitch.
That's awesome.
You're such a bitch.
That's awesome.
I hate you so much.
Well, that's what you meant by the word.
You-
So.
This is over. This is the last episode.
See? I was like, I don't think you mean catalyst.
I don't think you mean catalyst. No, I did. No, I don't agree with you.
Catalyst.
I've said catalyst
Cynthia,
before.
that
in
was
my
a
life.
catalyst to me being mad.
I know what catalyst means. I will not be gaslit.
It's just the way it came out of your mouth. I was like,
Catalyst. I think that
and I
was
just said capsule, so it was like a very similar word.
a catalyst, you could say. And you're like, those aren't the same.
Don't, I'm gonna pop my lace.
I hope you do.
Oh.
So it felt really important and very like is serendipitous the right word? Is that
Yeah.
a good word? Yeah. Period.
Now I'm the word police.
Is that the right word?
You're like, may
for
I
her
speak?
for her to kind of like have that moment in that point in time.
Totally, I agree. Oh, it's all done. Got my last little drop. But yeah, what did I want to say? I had a point.
I agree.